What's going on, everyone? Welcome to a new Ask Jenna. We have been trying to film this for a couple days now. If you follow me on Twitter, I asked you guys a couple days ago. But we finally brushed our hair, kind of. We finally put some makeup on, and we are ready to answer the questions that you guys asked on Twitter. Today's Ask Jenna is actually sponsored by Intel, so shout out to my friends at Intel. You guys are the best. Let's jump right into the questions. Peanut butter or Nutella? I have to say peanut butter only because I feel like it's a little bit healthier, but if that didn't count, if that didn't matter, I would eat Nutella by the spoonfuls like I do peanut butter, but I feel like peanut butter is not as bad, so I'm gonna have to go with peanut butter. When did you first fall in love with technology? Definitely as a child. It was nice because Justine was my older sister and she was into it, so she would always have all these things like games and consoles and computers and cameras, and I was able to kind of learn from her. I would say that I couldn't fully appreciate technology until, you know, social media and all these things came out, and thankfully technology is kind of my job and it's also my hobby. I am surrounded by technology and I couldn't be happier. How many times a day do you brush your teeth? I brush my teeth a lot, which I think is actually bad for you. Definitely 3 times, maybe 4, maybe 5. I'm gonna say anywhere between 3 and 6 times a day I brush my teeth. That's a lot of brushing. Antonio wants to know, which 2 companies would you most like to do a brand deal with? Well, Antonio, your question couldn't come at a better time because, like I said, this video is actually brought to you by Intel. One of my favorite things about Intel is how dedicated they are to making amazing experiences possible for everyone. Intel is committed to supporting VR filmmakers and content creators to drive the evolution of VR tech and experiences. Intel is behind the making of Pale Blue Dot, a virtual exploration of the universe inspired by the iconic image in the film's name. From our solar system to the edge of the cosmic horizon, audiences are immersed into deep space, ultimately reflecting back on our place in the universe. Under the direction of Eliza McNitt, the behind-the-scenes show us what it takes to master visual effects, sound design, and new challenges that arise in VR filmmaking. While the film premieres in 2018, the behind-the-scenes of making of Pale Blue Dot is available now. There's a link in the description where you'll be able to find out more and watch the first 3 behind-the-scenes episodes. I've always been fascinated by space, so seeing how they're creating this VR film is just beyond amazing and extremely interesting to me. This doesn't just excite me as a consumer, but also as a content creator. With virtual reality, creators are able to immerse audiences into new environments and experiences like never before, which basically means that there are endless opportunities for creating content. So a special thank you to Intel for sponsoring this video and continuing to support creators like myself. And back to the question, another company that I would like to work with, probably any candy brand, really. It doesn't matter what kind of candy, I'll take it. I love candy. What are you actually like when nobody is filming? Basically me, but usually my hair will be in a ball and I probably don't have a bra on. So me on camera is basically the same as me off camera. Spoiler alert. Hi Jenna, is Brienne giving flu shots? Brienne is actually giving flu shots, I believe. I'm not sure how many she has given this year. Brienne is my middle sister. She's a pharmacist, so that's why she's giving flu shots if you're confused. What TV shows are you watching right now? Looking forward to anything in fall? Okay, so Scandal is back. I love Scandal, been watching that. The Flash. I started watching Arrow again, Jane the Virgin, and I believe Shameless is coming back, so I'm looking forward to Shameless as well. I think that's all I'm watching, but that's a lot, so. Oh, I'm watching Riverdale. Just kidding, I'm also watching Riverdale. It's a show, I like it. But sometimes I'm like, my high school was not this crazy. Are you guys sure you're in high school? Because this is wild. Have you ever been to Vermont? If not, what part of Vermont you like to visit? If so, what was your favorite part? I've actually never been to Vermont, but I really want to go because I hear absolutely incredible things about how beautiful it is. As for which part, I'm not really sure. Which part should I go to? Give me some recommendations for the next time I'm on the East Coast. I want to go to Vermont. Maybe in like the spring, maybe not during the snow. What are some of your favorite places to buy clothes, shoes? Lululemon is beyond my favorite. They've got just the everyday wear, or maybe it's everyday wear because I wear yoga pants every day. But they've got these incredible yoga pants with the pockets. I'm sure it's all you guys see if you see pictures of me. I have like yoga pants and I have stuff stuffed in my pockets. They're the best pants. I also just really like to shop at like Nordstrom and Bloomingdale's, although it's sometimes a little ridiculously expensive. I also really like Cotton On because they just have a bunch of really basic t-shirts, which is great for like filming. And they also have these incredible sweatpants, which I have a lot of, and it's beyond reasonably priced, which is incredible. If you would be a celebrity for a day, who would you be? I would like to be Jennifer Aniston. She's like the first person who popped in my head, but she's great. What was your Halloween costume this year? I'm awful at Halloween. I used to love it, used to go all out. This year, Justine had a small gathering and I wore black sweatpants and a sweatshirt that said, "I am a pumpkin." Now, we did have costumes, but we didn't get around to wearing them, so I won't spoil that because that'll probably be our costumes for next year. But I didn't have a costume this year. I'm boring. Flash or Arrow? Flash. Which did you prefer, series 1 or series 2 of Stranger Things? I know I had a bunch of questions about Stranger Things. It's obviously been a year since I watched Stranger Things the first season. The second season, it was a little slow for me, and I was like, this is just kind of okay. I'm not sure what all the hype is. Once I got to episode 3 or 4, I was like, this is the best show I've ever seen in my entire life. And then there was episode 7, which was really, really strange, and I was kind of like, what did you guys just do in this episode? This doesn't really make sense, but I understand how you're trying to incorporate it into the story. But then the last couple episodes absolutely blew my mind. I loved it. So I probably would have to say that I enjoyed season 2 more, but that could be unfair because it's more recent in my brain. How was the Xbox One X? Oh, also incredible. I've been playing so much Call of Duty, which I'm sure there's probably questions about Call of Duty. I've been playing so much. I think I'm level 38. Is my KD positive? It used to be, but I've been having a good time trying to do like all the daily and weekly challenges, which makes me realize I'm not focusing on getting a high KD. So I think it may be like a 0.9 right now, which I'm not proud of. How does your phone work after testing underwater? Oh yeah, if you guys missed that, I did an underwater test to see if the iPhone 10 could recognize me, but my phone is working perfectly fine. So there's that. How do you get used to vlogging in front of family members? Thankfully, my sister, Justine, has been doing it for 10 years, so my family is already well aware that we are all crazy. If you got $1 billion today, what is the first thing you would buy? A massive house with a massive yard so that I could have 5,000 dogs and they could all just run free in the yard. Not like free. I'd buy a house and then I would never leave it. I just want to know what happened here. Oh my gosh, this is a good video.
Jenna, what happened?
I already talked about it.
No, I deleted that one. What happened? What happened? What happened? I'm still in underwear. What happened? What happened?
What happened here, Matt and I were playing Pong and we were doing one-on-one. It was a long game. There was one cup, and then he beat me and he kept trying to shove his phone in my face to get me to admit that I lost, and I wouldn't do it, so I just kept running away. Turns out he did beat me, so I ended up admitting it anyway. Great story, Jenna. Really good at storytelling. Do you still use that Sous Vide Nova cooking thing? No, I forgot about it. I'm the worst. Okay, one more question. What do you dislike most about living in LA? Definitely dislike all the traffic and how you don't really have any space to do anything unless you kind of live like far out in LA. And even then, you still don't really have a lot of room. What I like the most is how practical it is to live here and how easily accessible things are. I mean, I can order breakfast and it will show up in 20 minutes. I can order things from Amazon, it shows up in 20 minutes. It's crazy how fast things can get to me and I never need to leave the house, which is good because if I want to leave the house, there's traffic. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this Ask Jenna and thank you for all of your questions. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you guys again soon.